Thanks for staying with us. The Winnebago County 9/11 Emergency Responders Memorial Board is raising money this month for a very important cause. WIFR reporter Jade Marceau-Mary talked with the organizers about the monument's needs for renovation.
We did the right thing by remembering September 11th and also recognizing that our first responders are so important.
Winnebago County 9/11 Memorial was unveiled in 2016 to remember and honor the life of all first responders who lost their life in the line of duty. This includes firefighters, police officers, and EMTs in the Winnebago County area. But now, it's time to renovate the 8-year-old statue. That's where a raffle put together by the Memorial Board comes into play.
Pretty much on a regular basis, we're probably spending anywhere between $500 to sometimes maybe $3,000 a year to just do what needs to be done at the memorial to make sure that it's always presenting well to the public.
During the month of October, Lucky Dog Gaming in Cherry Valley and Jack's Pubs in Loves Park will be selling raffle tickets. The drawing will take place November 1st, with a chance to win a mystery box full of prizes. But the real winners are those responsible for keeping the important memorial, honoring our first responders, in great shape.
The jobs that our first responders do every day are very dangerous. So we realize that is a strong possibility, and we thank them for what they're doing for our communities every day.
The next renovation on the schedule includes the repainting of the main wall of the memorial. It will happen after the winter.
We spare no expense to make sure that person is remembered and that their name is up for the public to see and always remember and never forget.
In Loves Park, Jade Marceau-Mary, WIFR News.
The tickets are $5 each and 5 for $20. For more information on the raffle or how to donate, you can head to win911.org.